Well, now we have some ongoing kind of scientific research that is going on. But I mean, there's a lot of anecdotal evidence, and there were 2 published papers came out on the basis of results, and both of those were done by researchers who are mainly interested in the problem of social phobia. And they have used mindfulness as an intervention, and then they have used the Stanford program to deal with that. And there, what they found out was that the 8-week compassion training, one area where they found a very strong kind of result was the effect on emotion regulation. And emotion regulation is increasingly becoming recognized as an important dimension of emotion research, because emotion regulation is something that we naturally do anyway. Because we are emotional creatures, we're emotional creatures, and emotion is our brain's way of signaling to us that this is important, what is happening is important. This is basically why we have emotions, and we tend to regulate, we respond, so we may regulate it by ignoring it or suppressing the expression or just reacting with an emotional outburst. So these are ways in which we regulate. And what they've found, and one of the things that emotion regulation theorists know is that the suppression in the long run is not a very skillful way of dealing with emotion. So the better approach is to be more accepting of emotion and being able to stay with your emotion. And they've found that the compassion training really has a big improvement on people's ability to naturally regulate their emotion. So that was one outcome. But now there's a research project going on, because this same program has been taught at a residential treatment center on PTSD for vets in Palo Alto. This has been taught for the last 2 years, but now there's a systematic research being done on this, and we're waiting for the results. One anecdotal evidence is quite impressive, one of which is it seems to be quite good at regulating emotion, particularly the negative outbursts. And there's one wonderful story of a man, a Vietnam-era vet, who had for a long time anger issues. And he would, especially when he sees a sense of unfairness being done by someone else, he just loses it. And one of the practices in the compassion training is this cultivation of the recognition that just like me, the other person also wishes to be happy and wants to avoid suffering. So this is a kind of a Buddhist meditation, and this just like me is more used like a kind of a mantra. And this particular practice, the person found it so helpful, so that now he can catch himself, when he gets really angry and so he can immediately bring this mantra, just like me. So there are things like this, but it's still early days, yeah.